Good morning, darlings. 8:06 this morning, not quite on time again, but I think I've mastered the video size today, so hooray for me. Look, I'm not wearing my signature blue today, but this is one of those tops that I was telling you that one of my lovely patients shared her, remember I said, oh my God, I love your top. And then she just gave me all the details about where she got it and all that sort of stuff. So I had a look online and I bought this beautiful one, which I'm super loving. And in fact, I actually bought her one as well. So maybe I'll wear that one day. I've got quite a lot in blue, but then I just thought I'll lash out and go a bit of pink or green well, this isn't green, but pink. And I've got an orange one. My lovely darlings, how are you today? I'm looking out the window. It's not quite as sunny as it has been, but oh my God, Melbourne, you have turned on such glorious weather and it does make us feel better, doesn't it? Good morning, all you wonderfuls. Now, I'm wondering about this gratitude. Remember, we've been talking about gratitude all week and I gave you some examples. Oh my God, you gorgeous people all watching. Thank you. We talked about gratitude on Monday, and I gave you my 3 examples of how much I love my patients and my work, I guess, was one of the things. And it's not actually just a one-way relationship. We both get things out of a patient relationship. The second thing was gratitude for our body, and that's actually pretty hard for a lot of people. It really is. And I think it's because we've spent years admonishing, berating, hating, loathing, measuring up our bodies. So today, gratitude is still part of my theme. It's really important. And I think what I'm going to do is just really give you guys a pep talk about it, because what I really want you to do is develop this practice. Now, there's another one of our women in our community. So some messages just come through. I'm just getting rid of it off my phone. One of the women in our community, beautiful, beautiful girl, has been posting every day about something positive while Melbourne was in lockdown. And then she got to the point, well, we're finished lockdown. And it feels a bit weird just to abandon this practice of writing something positive every day. Hers was on her Facebook page, but you can do it wherever you like. So she's decided to keep going. And I think it's wonderful because it really does. It honestly changes the way your brain thinks. And super important. Again, our brain, our thoughts, and this is really part of it, our thoughts are just connections between 2 nerves. Okay, 2 brain cells connect together and they make a path. And that path gets deeper and deeper the more we use it. So the more we walk it, if you like. The more we think something, the more we think it. How weird's that? So this is the same for both positive and negative thought processes. And so negative thoughts or pessimism becomes a habit, if you like. It just becomes our default. And optimism can also become our default. Now, people are born, often people say, oh, I'm born a pessimist. It's an interesting thing because that makes it part of your identity then. And we all know, and you've heard me talk, that as part of your identity, it's quite hard to change because you believe that's who you are. So if you believe you're a pessimist, you're going to be a pessimist. If you believe you're an optimist, you're going to be an optimist. The biggest thing is that we can actually change our beliefs. They're hard because we believe them. Okay, so you're thinking, well, if I believe it, then it's true. And if it's true, I can't change it. But that's, weirdly, that's not true. And I've given that Santa example quite a few times now. So what I'm saying is that by practicing gratitude, you develop more and more of those positive neural pathways, which then becomes your automatic way of your thinking, which then you then start to think, oh, actually, I'm not a pessimist. I thought I was a pessimist. So I actually think you can tackle it from 2 ends. You can actually decide today that you're not a pessimist. You can actually decide that. You don't have to be a pessimist. You can actually go, I'm going to be an optimist. I am an optimist, is what you say. Not even I'm going to be. I'm an optimist. And as an optimist, what does an optimist do? They look for the good. Okay? They're the glass half full. So if you're an optimist, you start thinking all of your processes. And when you realize that you're perhaps thinking thoughts that are not that of an optimist, you can actually say to yourself, is this what an optimist would think? And the answer is usually, if you're doing negative thoughts, then the answer is often no. So this whole idea that we can think about our thoughts, this metacognition. Fiona, you're here. Yay. Hi all. Look, Fiona, I've got the stand going properly. But the idea that you can actually think about your thoughts is metacognition. You can do it without judgment. You don't have to be beating yourself up for being a pessimist. Oh my God, now I'm thinking negative thoughts again. I'm such a loser. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is not just noticing with just some lovely sort of curiosity, not judgment. Okay, we are very good at judging our thoughts. No judgment, just curiosity to go, here I was thinking I'm pretending or I'm practicing. Pretending is not a good word. Here I'm practicing being an optimist and I'm not being an optimist. I'm being a pessimist. I wonder why. And you can just go back to thinking, okay, I just need to, it's just practice. It's all it is. It's practice. We get into little places. And coming back to gratitude, that's where gratitude comes in. Because an optimist is grateful. An optimist sees the joy. An optimist notices the good things. An optimist maximizes their wins and minimizes their losses. An optimist focuses on the good and not the bad, if you like. And you know I don't like using those words, so I'm putting some air quotes in. An optimist in particular looks for helpful things. And above all, an optimist is empowered, okay? And because an optimist doesn't expect the worst. So they're looking for the best. And when you look for the best, guess what happens? All right, my loves, that's enough of me banging on this morning. I will see you all tomorrow morning. Have a beautiful day. Look for some, whatever your optimist is, look for your positives and notice your, gratitude. Practice it. It is a practice. It is something that we need to develop. It doesn't just happen overnight. Another Pantene. Won't happen overnight, but it will happen. And I'm off to go to, this morning I've got Italian class and I'm going to go and wash my hair before I get back on Zoom. So have a beautiful day, peeps. Bye, darlings.